And we've walked into another cutscene! Malice is staring at the wall, hoping that we'll eventually turn over. Oh, Christ, you finally got here. Malice, why are you here? I thought you had escaped. I dumped you at the edge of the forest, you little bastard. This place? Escape? Say, are you going to fight Dracula? Aren't you afraid? Malice? Have you come to avenge my family? To rescue my friends? I swear it, by the power of the Blue Ranger, I will avenge your parents and destroy Dracula! Mastodon! Impossible. Why? Because you are trapped. You will die like wretches. You will die so horribly you will be pluralized. Mothers? No? All living creatures must consecrate their souls to the Dark Lord. The kingdom of darkness when no wretched sunlight comes. Yes, she doesn't work out from this that he might be Dracula. Malice, what have you been saying? You naughty little scamp. Good God. Right, so no, we can't get over there. We can't just crawl through that thing there or anything. Neither can we just take one of the magical nitros off that we actually need and blow the rest up, because that would make sense. So instead, we've got to take one of the magical nitros. Here we go. Take magical nitro? Yes. Just running will not cause an explosion. But one jump right and the story is over. Carry it carefully. Right, let's have a look at our magical nitro then. What does it do? What is it? It's down here. Here we go. Magical nitro times 1. Powerful explosive. Unstable magic set off by slight shock. So basically this is now we are carrying a portable bottomless pit around with us. If we jump at all, or fall at all, we die instantly. Isn't that fucking marvellous? Yeah, and no prizes for guessing that they're going to make us do something utterly horrible with it later, but this one's quite easy. All we have to do is drop it here. There we go. Set magical nitro? Yes. I'm afraid so. Magical nitro is ready. You need Mandragora for the detonator. Yeah. Yes, it's 1998, so we're perfectly okay with using terrorism to defeat Dracula. Naughty Carrie. Right, so back in. Oh my God, they're back. Yes, Miss Carrie, we're back again. We are eternal. You'll never get rid of us that way. We're gonna flip around like idiots and fire our strange blood bolt projectile object while you skiddly around on this carpeted surface that you shouldn't skid around on at all. There's no friction for you, girl. Bollocks. Peter, next time we're gloating, should we perhaps attack her at the same time? It sounds dashedly unsporting, Rupert. Are you sure that's allowed by the Queensbury rules? We're vampires. I see, yes. I wondered why I was thrown out of that boxing match. She missed it anyway, silly girl. There is a white jewel. Will you save at this point? Yes, we will. Data saved. And we're going to make our way down this. This broken staircase here is to stop you from taking the magical nitro down to the other place where we're supposed to use it. This is me checking if it's a roast chicken in this guy's groin. It's not, as it turns out, so it's going to be a purifying. You cannot carry any more of this item. I bet that's, you know, his chat-up line to all the girls. He just like sticks out his hips and you cannot carry any more of this item. Come on, ladies, right? No more of that bloody room. Right, through here. Sorry. And we're going to quickly go in here to find another part of the obtuse puzzle that we're going to have to solve later, and also some giant turdy cogs that don't exist for any apparent reason. Alright, another angel statue, a statue of a beautiful goddess. The inscription reads, "Red is the colour of Mars, fourth child of the sun. A slight shock can cause the magical nitro to explode." Some kind of code? Yes, it's a code telling you something you already know. Well, it's useful knowledge. Maybe they're just overemphasizing it just in case we whine about it later to them. But then again, this was before the era of bulletin boards really took off, so, you know, it's not like they were going to come on the company notice board and say, "The slight shock caused the magical nitro to explode. You didn't tell me that more than twice. You bastards! Your hole's so terrible." Right, we're going to ignore these blood demons, we're going to ignore everything as we go on our quest back to the torture room, which we now have the key to, remember, from the lizard man who tried to eat our shoulder. You remember, you all do. Don't deny it. You can't deny it. If you do, you're lying. Right, we're back in here. We've got a butler vampire, we've got a maid vampire, and we've got a regular female vampire. The maid vampires are, well, they're pretty much the same as the male vampires, really. I don't really know why there's a different enemy for them. Meanwhile, being chased around by a bat. City bat. Get rid of you, and again, we will solve this problem through the elaborate method of running around in circles and throwing our bolts around. Right, let's get rid of the maid vampire. You're going to wonder, Dracula has all these maids and such. You know, no scientists, no bathrooms in this place. It makes you wonder how he has that underground waterway, really. I mean, what the hell's it for? Did he just do the whole Captain Planet villain thing and just build the waterway simply so he could pollute it? I mean, well, given some of the other stuff he's done, that wouldn't really surprise me at all. So, alright, we've got a knife there, which means we're not going to touch his shit, just in case we end up picking out that knife, and thus cooties. It's a terrible fate. Right, so back in this room, and we've got these motorcycling skeletons again. Now stop that, it's untidy. The maid vampire has just been killed, no one's going to clean up after you. What? Oh no. Right, so there's gold. And there's another one. Go away, you childish creature. Not going to deal with your motorheadish rubbish. You're not Lemmy. You're none of them. Right, so now we've got to go through the torture chamber door into the torture chamber. Strangely enough. Right, so now I wonder about this place. It's probably the least logical location in the entire castle, and it has a lot of competition there. Well, I've got a butler in here for some reason, you know, because, you know, while they were horribly torturing you, you know, if you needed drinks or refreshments, well, you couldn't deny that sort of thing. We also got a maid vampire, presumably, you know, in case the torture created some dust or something. She would clean up after it. But luckily she's completely useless, so we will deal with her in due time. You. Now you've been dealt with. Right, now we will examine the torture chamber by looking around it. We'll steal her money first. At least they pay well here. No wonder he has so many servants working for him. A giant scythe all around, the smell of fresh blood. Now you must imagine that would be counterproductive to a vampire. There's a roast chicken up there. No, sorry, roast beef up there. Just imagine this would be counterproductive to a vampire, really, you know. I was gonna drink that! You got it all on the floor now. A rack of torture instruments. Just thinking about them chills the heart. Now you must wonder what sort of torture you could possibly visit on someone with an axe the size of someone's fucking torso. Meanwhile, here is some frobscottle. Obtain the mandragora. Now, this is the other part of those bombs, because you can never get a bomb in a video game in just one bit. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Scroll down. Closely resembles the cure-all herb. Generates strong shockwave, which detonates magical nitro. Now, while this game will try to tell you it's completely safe to carry mandragora around, actual experiments have proven that it can cause communism in lab rats, so be careful. Now, it turns out that there are ghosts haunting this torture chamber. However, they're taunting the door, which means presumably they just drag them here and then whack their head against it until they die or something. So all that elaborate torture gear is totally useless. It's just there for show. It's probably all imaginary or something. Maybe it's just a poster stuck to the front of a box. You never know with Dracula. He's a very irresponsible person. He strikes me as just the kind of person to not bother to properly equip his torture chamber. That's a terrible thing for a man to do, you know. And now it's time to go to one of the two boss fight placeholders here. The other one is the big room with the vampires in it several times. He's not going to come to life. Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. That is Behemoth, or Behemoth if you prefer, who was a boss in one of the other Castlevania games that I can't currently remember the name of. Area of Darkness, of Sorrow, Castle of Doom, Horror of Death. Meanwhile, we have an extremely rich box here. It's full of gold, so let's steal the gold from the box. Here we go. And we're actually also running out of time on this video. Now, I will tell you now that it is not going to be so easy as setting the explosives by this thing. You see that on it? That is a spell. It is preventing the explosives from working. I don't know if you set the explosives here whether it would actually, you know, stop them, but still. Go on to the next video. I have been Evil Tim, and goodbye.